Hello and welcome to the meditation live stream. This is Scott, and here on my channel we're working with Meditation 2.0 and a technique derived from many years of practice and sourced from the great practitioners out there, and yet honed into a multidimensional lens. So we have our body, our emotion, our mind, and our relationships. And meditation needs to address those aspects of who we are, those parts of us. And when those parts come together, they generate the reality with a capital R that we experience. And I like to think of awareness as the glue that which pulls together and helps integrate fragmented parts. The fragmentation of our body, the fragmentation of our emotion, the fragmentation of our mind, and fragmentation in relationships. To influence one is to influence the others. Yes, I'm aware. But what I'm also aware about is that those dimensions operate in a synergistic way when we work with them intentionally with awareness. And this is what helps us grow as people and make better choices, as I'm fond of saying. And if you are not gathering information from the different parts of yourself, you are simply making uninformed choices in life. And we want better information and more quality information, for sure. So I like to do a brief talk, and then we'll get into a guided practice. I have written myself a sticky note, and it says, goals. Let me see. Goals do not equal purpose. And I think this is very interesting to consider. So, the difference between a goal and a purpose is something that we should not confuse. And it leads, I think, to great suffering. And when we participate in the flow of life, a goal is like, let's say, here's a great example. A goal is I want to make $1 million. Your purpose is not I want to make $1 million. Purpose is something deeper than that. Purpose is something more, like as the Greeks would call, connected to your flourishing. You know, it's connected to your purpose is connected to that which makes you more than just a survival, like a survival organism. It's this pull or draw to something more than yourself. That's your purpose, is for something greater than oneself. And anyway, I see a lot of struggle with this because I think people get lost into the meaning of life in terms of money or goals, rather than let their purpose guide their life and help be a greater part of the decision-making process. And it's at the beginning of the year, a lot of people set a New Year's resolution, and a lot of those resolutions by now, more toward the end of the month of January, people don't do anymore. So if you set kind of like a goal, it's very different than becoming aligned with the openness and the energy and the cohesion of your purpose. So I could go on about that, but I've talked enough, and I'm going to do a reading from The Space Between Us by Peter Mitchell. And this is about forming groups where they work in the we space, the space of intersubjectivity and the field of awakening. I'm going to read The Evolutionary Edge. One or two of us could feel a growing excitement. Could this space be a tool? Could the space between us be a tool for evolution? Not just personal, but collective. Were we stumbling into a deeper form of human relating that allowed the individual and the group to thrive and grow together? We introduced the idea to the group. As before, some responded immediately, buzzing with the thrill of possibility, while others expressed a hesitancy and a reluctance to let go of what we were still discovering together. There was no need to force the issue. We could just let it sit in the background. The questions weren't pressing, but they hovered gently, adding a sense of sacred curiosity to our gatherings. And we'll stop there today. And now we will begin with our practice. Gently closing your eyes, tuning in. Begin with some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In breath, feeling your body. Out breath, letting go of tension, distress, that which no longer serves you. Old ideas and assumptions, just letting them go. Allowing your breath to fill the whole trunk of your body, expanding and contracting. Allowing the breath to reach all the way down into your pelvic floor, into your legs and feet. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. And allowing your breath now to return to your usual way of breathing. And beginning to tune into your body and the sensations of your body. You can feel your body's temperature, tingling, sense of aliveness, subtle movement. You can feel your body's connection to the planet, to the earth underneath you. Often us people like Pisces people like me are lost in the cosmic realm. And it's very good to come back and to ground yourself. Feeling your body's connection to the earth, this sort of gravity. And we can practice feeling and softening on the in-breath, feeling your body, the out-breath softening and melting down through your body like warm honey deep into the earth. And everywhere that the honey touches in your body is cleansed, healed, purified, made whole, as it collects impure energy, bringing that energy down into the earth, where the earth receives that energy and transforms and recycles it. Feeling and softening is a great, awesome technique. You can use it any time that you are in distress or overwhelm. It's always good to remember to come back to feeling and softening. And this allows for us to digest our experiences, slow down, and integrate. And gently bringing your attention up now into your heart, feeling your heart space. You can place your hand over your heart on the in-breath, feeling your heart. And on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. When we tune into our heart, we tend to feel kind of opening and warmth and natural tenderness. And coming in contact with your emotions, you can notice what's present for you emotionally right now. And without making your emotions right or wrong, good or bad, just allowing yourself to feel what it is that you're feeling a little bit. This is called titration, where you feel a little bit in a shared space. Human beings are not meant to feel things alone and isolated. And you could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, giving your life direction. Cardinal means directional. And so you could be feeling anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And just allowing yourself to feel a little bit together. You could also be feeling numb, which is a feeling, yet it's the absence of feeling. Just noticing what it's like for you right now. Wonderful. And now, gently bringing your attention up into your head, feeling your head. On the in-breath, feeling in and around your skull. And then on the out-breath, softening in and around your skull. In-breath, feeling. Out-breath, softening. Often we carry layers of tension in our heads due to the way the world is without knowing. And so it's kind of useful to come back and become aware of that, soften in and around your head. You can feel into your third eye space, if you like, in your forehead or your crown, the top of your head, whichever feels correct for you. And just feeling and softening in and around your head. And coming in contact with how busy your mind is. Sometimes our minds are very busy. Other times our minds are calm and peaceful. But either way, practicing remaining uninvolved with your thoughts, allowing your thoughts to come and go, and remaining disengaged from your thinking. You can always come back to feeling your head, your spine, your body, your connection to the earth, for anchoring. Wonderful. And then from here, we can gently open our eyes and allowing the work we just did to remain present and not evaporate, offering up some appreciation for internal work and keeping our eyes soft. We'll practice in the relational space, and on the in-breath, feeling outside you, and then on the out-breath, feeling inside you. Every relation has an outside and an inside, and it's useful to notice these dimensions and work with them. So on the in-breath, feeling around you, and then on the out-breath, feeling inside you. Very good, yes. It's very interesting, sort of like feeling outside and inside is like using your own Wi-Fi, you know? Sort of like you send out, it's sort of like a cloud of radio signals that both send and receive, and then on the inside, send and receive, and then there's an interaction with this information. It's very fascinating, actually, that our nervous system can do something like that. And if you like, you can add in qualities to your practice of love, compassion, and gratitude. Feeling love, compassion, and gratitude around you on the in-breath. And then love, compassion, and gratitude towards yourself on the out-breath. And practice sending and receiving love, compassion, and gratitude. Wonderful. And then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet and let you do yours. May this work that we do heal and transform our life, offering up blessings and ripple out into the community. Amen. Wow, that was a potent one for me. Thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. See you then.